Warzone, and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode Part 3. This episode we're going to be racing at the Vietnam Grand Prix. And in these messages, I think we have been jumped by Alpha Tauri and Alfa Romeo. Just a bit, because I believe we were ahead of them before this race weekend, and these are just showing on what upgrades we're having, and I'm getting a reliability upgrade, which is coming after the Vietnam Grand Prix, a chassis upgrade, which is coming after the Vietnam Grand Prix, and the downforce upgrade, which is also coming after the Vietnam Grand Prix. I'm gonna have to start upgrading the facility soon, so I can keep upgrading my car, because it kind of stops you after a while, because you have to upgrade the facilities. Keep on upgrading, so... Oh yes, and I have changed just the helmet I'm using. I'm just going to be using this one now. So, let's just head straight to qualifying. And now guys, here you just join me right before qualifying, and we're going to be buying a minor upgrade for the power unit. Hopefully it'll come right after the Chinese Grand Prix, and hopefully it does not fit. And now we're just gonna head right to qualifying. And for the race, it's actually going to be raining. So I think I need to set up the car for the rain. So I'll just do that, and then we'll head into our lap, our first qualifying lap. First lap right now, near the very end here. Not the best lap, but I think it's a good starting lap. We can definitely improve on the next one. We are last out of everyone who run. We're at the very end of the lap. Got a red sector 1, a green sector 2, and we're barely faster. But we're on our third lap. It's 5/10 faster. Yeah, 5/10 faster. And that puts us only up one position, so we're actually really slow here. I went really fast here. A lot faster than Max, at least in Q1. And we did beat our teammate, who was in 20th, by 3/10ish. Basically 3/10. We split. And so then it's both the Chevrolet cars, Haas and Williams, all out in Q1. So let's head to the race. Hopefully we can improve on it. It will be raining, so probably going to be a very challenging race. A lot of crazy stuff might happen. It's a very tight circuit, so maybe there'll be a lot of damaged cars, and they'll have to pit to fix their front wings and stuff, or maybe maybe they'll just crash out. So we might be able to pick up some positions, and hopefully we do not wreck. So let's head over to the race.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more, as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. A lap of Hanoi circuit then, 3.4 miles around the Vietnamese capital. 23 corners and a wet circuit today that will challenge our drivers in each and every one of those turns as the close barriers loom invitingly on the outside. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Ricciardo, Norris, Ocon and Lance Stroll, Perez, Kvyat, Pierre Gasly and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Carlos Sainz. They've taken a grid penalty, and the owner driver, Grosjean, Aitken, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Spider has been killed. We're good to go. Where did my phone? Oh, there it is. Wait. And we'll be starting on the two-stop strategy, start on softs, and then to the mediums while it is raining. So I wouldn't be surprised maybe if we switch over to inters at some point. So here we go, 5 red lights for the Vietnam Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. We don't have the best initial getaway, but the people ahead are going slow. I can't get past Raikkonen here. We're going 3 wide. We send it down the inside. And we're in 12th. We have to, like, cut the corner a bit, and we're in 11th position. But we gotta be very careful on the throttle here as we're side by side. Daniel Kvyat. We're very loose here. We're able to keep the position in 11th, just barely. It's still sticking it on the inside here. We're running this weird, I don't even know what this is. Like, it's not really a hairpin. Yeah, you can see him peeking. So we're up into 11th. Huge start by us. Great first corner. This is not using ERS, so we're going to save it a bit. It might make a lunge here, going to our inside into this hairpin. Have to leave him the space, go a bit wide here, touch a bit, and we're able to clear him. Lando Norris is just ahead. Wide here. Not very good in this third sector here, so we're going to definitely go a lot slower than all the cars around, especially in these really wet conditions. Not really wet, but just wet. It's very loose. Final corner to complete lap number 1. Focus here, try and catch Lando. Kvyat goes to our inside. We're gonna enable ERS. We're gonna hold it around the outside here. Or we haven't lost it yet, Jeff. We're gonna squeeze out Kvyat here and hold P11. Lost Lando. So that is not good. Oh, someone's broken their front wing. Looks like two different cars. It looked like one was a Renault and maybe one of the Racing Points up ahead. Was he gonna bad exit? Yes, it looks like the cars up ahead are slow. So they must have lost part of their front wing. Yes, they are really slow. There goes Ricardo into the pit, so yes, he must have, and we send one down the inside of Lando Norris for P10. So back in a little bit, so you get a bad exit. We are up, and there's yellow flags. Something's happened to Perez! Virtual safety car, what? Did he crash out, or after retirement, or did he have an engine problem? Did he crash out? He lost it! Oh, he didn't crash. Wow. I can't. Oh! What the heck? Wait, what? Latifi also loses it. Oh, Latifi has been disqualified. He's out. He's done. What the heck is happening here? Jesus, Lando's like hurled so far ahead. That is weird. That is crazy. Oh, this is a weird place. That's just crazy. Crazy stuff's at the start of this race. Oh, this is not gonna be good. We're gonna use Rich Mix and ERS. We're gonna be a sitting duck here, I feel like. Both Toro Rosso's behind. Kvyat's gonna go to my outside here. I'm gonna zoom past. They're gonna get double overtaken by both Toro Rosso's here. And they touch. Gasly hit Kvyat. And we dive it down both of them. Gasly's falling back behind Sainz. Yet still on our outside here. Gonna squeeze him to the inside and get back into P10. Oh, yellow flag up ahead. Lando Norris! Is it because he hit Stroll? He loses the car! As he's making the move, he loses his front wing. This race is pretty crazy. Yeah, he just goes to make the move and just loses the back end of the car. And he just loses all his front wing. And you can see us traveling through there. We did lose a place to Kvyat, but we're still in the points because Lando wrecked. This is crazy stuff. Another virtual safety car? Whoops, we accidentally... I need a hand. Pass me. Pass me! Kvyat, freaking pass me! Pass me! Jesus Christ. And I think we can't use DRS anymore, so that's wonderful. Oh, I'm on the screen. We get passed by Carlos Sainz, so he is up in the points now. We are behind it. We make a dive bomb. Oh. We're being very aggressive here. Next lap. We get passed by Gasly here. We are really struggling for grip. Attacked by Carlos Sainz as well here. Boost our inside. We're gonna hold it right next to him. Hopefully the DRS thing can get fixed. I don't know if it can or not. Verstappen's behind us. We keep position. And more yellow flags behind. It's a Renault going slowly. Esteban Ocon He's out of the race. A safety car! What? That's a joke! We were ahead of Sainz. That's a joke. We are definitely pitting this lap. Bruh. Bruh, Verstappen, what is this? This is a joke, okay. So everyone's pitting now. I think everyone's on the same strategy. We might actually jump a couple people, because they're going to have some slow pit stops here. We're still behind Sainz, but we've gotten Gasly here. Like, how am I supposed to return the freaking position when Gasly's in front of me and I'm in the freaking pit lane? So we have to let Gasly through, and we have to let Giovinazzi through for no reason. We're in the pit lane. Like, I can't. And then Gasly doesn't have to get the position back, even though he was in the pits as well. Like, that's so dumb. This game is literally screwing me over. Like, no joke, it is. I think we can pass him on the straight here. We're going to be in the slipstream. Be fairly far from Gasly ahead. So maybe we can at least make one of these position backs early on. We're going to go around his outside here, which will turn to the inside of the hairpin. And, already ahead of him before we go into the hairpin. We're going to squeeze him a bit here. Take a wider line. Kind of squeeze him out. Sainz loses it, and we're gonna get a run on Daniel Kvyat here because of that. Squeeze him out, and we're gonna take 9th position. Oh, yellow flagged. Sainz has gone round. Sainz has gone round. Happened to Carlos Sainz. He just loses the rear end, hits the wall a bit, and he just loses the car. Another person spinning out. And with Carlos Sainz spinning behind us, we gain a position, but we might lose one to Gasly, who's charging through here. He overtakes us on the straight. We don't have a lot of ERS left, so we're gonna have to be safe that. We're gonna dive it around the outside here. He was kind of wobbly in the entry of the turn here, and we fight around the outside here as we overtake the Alpha Tauri, and it looks like Daniel Ricciardo has started to recover here. I wonder what Max is. Gasly's gonna have a run here around our outside. Give room. A little wide there, but we're gonna keep the position. Ricardo's coming with the charge with Daniel Kvyat. Oh god. Ricardo sends it down the inside here. Lots of battling and fighting here. Oh, touched Daniel Ricciardo. Definitely pitting this lap. I have no grip in these tires anymore. We start to pull it a bit here. just wins. Down to P15 after this stop, or P14. Actually, maybe not a double point scoring finish, but actually, maybe not even a point scoring finish. I don't know. I was in the points. Hopefully, a car ahead still needs to pit, or we can catch Daniel Ricciardo. A caution? Oh, this... I believe it was the Alfa Romeo. Oh no, he's just blown an engine. Giovinazzi is out. Surprisingly, this is only the second retirement of the race, with how many virtual safety cars and spins we've had, and safety car. So, he's the second driver out of this race. Wait. Or maybe he's the third driver out of this race, I should say. I forgot about Latifi's retirement. So he is the third driver out, and that puts us into the points. A very lucky retirement for us, but I think he still did pit because he was on the soft tires. Is it a full course safety car? Another safety car! This is going to be good for us because we might be able to make some passes. Be the second safety car, and on top of that, two more virtual safety cars. This race is very chaotic. So the safety car here is coming in on lap 22 of 28. We do not have that many laps left in this race. We have Jack Aitken right behind us in 11th. We're in 10th. So hopefully we can get by Daniel Ricciardo, maybe even Norris, and maybe even Aitken can get by Ricciardo, or to get into P10 if I get by him, that we can get a double point scoring finish. Caution. I don't know if that's in front or behind. Something's happened. It's definitely behind. Let's see if we can spot what happened. I think it was a Haas car. I don't know if it was Grosjean or Magnussen. Oh! Carlos Sainz. He has an engine failure. He's out of the race. Another retirement. I think he's the fourth retirement from this race. And he's out. And it's another car out of this crazy race. But there it is. It says Carlos Sainz is out. And we need to try and catch up to Ricciardo here as he's battling Norris. Oh, Verstappen's pit. That's going to ruin Verstappen's race here, but that means we're up into P9. Very next lap. He's going to look to the inside here. He's going to overtake us fully here. Jack Aitken's kind of falling behind. It's a little unfortunate. We're going to dive down to the inside. We're going to force Perez wide here. We went way too deep. And Aitken's coming in. Aitken's in P10. We're both in the points. We might actually score double points here. We have a chance. That's crazy. And there's a Williams just outside the points as well. This is crazy scenes here. Perez is going to make the move. On, we're going wide. They bump. No! Aitken's lost the position. Aiken has lost the position. Oh, he hit the pause button. Bottas, he wins the Vietnam Grand Prix. It's unfortunate. Perez has overtaken Jack Aiken here. We were so close to a double points finish. But I think we're gonna come home in P10 here. Go a bit wide. Losing the back end of the car. But at least we're gonna score some points here. Our first points in the career and the first points for our team.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the Vietnam Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
This weekend, it's great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's have a quick look at how the driver's
see
standings
there.
have changed. Valtteri Bottas
Bottas
passes
has
his
won the
rival
race
to take
with
over the lead of the Drivers'
Vettel
Championship.
and Leclerc
Let's focus
in
on the driver of the
two and
day.
second and
Anthony
third,
Davidson,
and
who do you pick?
That's
Lewis
gotta be the flying
Hamilton
Finn.
in
Wait, how many
fourth.
flying pins have we had now? Anyway,
And then we
I'm
have
talking about Bottas this
Albon,
time.
Ricardo,
Just great raw
Lando
speed
Norris,
and a
Stroll,
good job in traffic as well.
us scoring
Let's
2
move on to the
points.
constructors. Mercedes continue
First
to
time-
extend
for the first
their
time in
lead.
this career.
Meanwhile, good
And then we
work
have
from the other
Perez,
drivers' team this
and then
weekend,
Jack
who
Aiken
pushed
just
themselves
barely
further
missing out
up
on
the order.
points. But he started in
Unequal parts
20th,
exhausted
and he's
and
gone to
elated
11th,
with this
and you
weekend
saw
of Formula
he
One.
was the driver
Be sure
of the
to
day.
join us for the
And
next
it's
one.
unfortunate he couldn't score points because he had a really good drive. And then Grosjean in the Haas, then Gasly Kvyat, and then George Russell. He was up in P12 at one point, but I guess he lost out to the Haas and both AlphaTauris at the end of the race. And then Max Verstappen doing a 3-stop. I wonder what happened because he just pitted at the end, like right after the lap after the safety car ended, so that put him way down in P16. And we have 4 DNFs: Latifi, Ocon, Giovinazzi, and Sainz. It's a crazy race. Here are the standings. Valtteri Bottas has a 14-point advantage to Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc and Vettel in 3rd and 4th. Verstappen moves down. Perez and Carlos Sainz move down as multiple drivers move up. And you can see there are us with the 2 points. And then that will definitely move us up in the constructors. Well, yes, it will. We're up into 7th now with the 2 points scored. We move ahead of AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo. We're still way behind Renault there by 14 points, and Mercedes looks like probably gonna have another dominant year because they've won every single race so far. Just want to look at the incidents page. So, disqualification from Latifi. It doesn't have Perez's spin, which is weird. Oh, these Magnussen and Russell had drive-through penalties. Oh, Aiken had a 5-second time penalty. Grosjean had a 5-second time penalty. Russell had a 5-second time penalty. It's Alcon's DNF, terminal damage. And then we have a 5-second penalty for Leclerc, 5-second penalty for Gasly, 5-second penalty for Raikkonen. There's so many penalties.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
Got that one.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
For this question, we're probably gonna do this one. I have a great team behind me.
How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
That.
You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault there?
Hmm.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Is that interview done? We're still losing a little bit to our rival with Daniel Kvyat. Their team acclaim probably will go up a decent amount here. We're up to level 3. We're up to level 5 now. I think we can get another sponsor onto the car. But I think we'll do that next episode. I think we've completed another goal, so we're gonna get some more payout. Wow, we earned nothing. Because we did like 50,000 in damage, but we earned 50,000, so we got no money for our side. But we still got 2.44 million. Let's like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And it's a really great bounce back from last episode where we ended up wrecking out for the points. So this is, I think it's a pretty good redemption. It's not as many points as we could have scored last race, but it's still good. And I'll see you guys in the next one.